Okay, so in this video I'll be going through a long division polynomial example that's a little bit complicated. We have a very long x to the 6th power function and then being divided by an x squared power function. So I thought it'd be good to go through this kind of complex example to give you a good idea as far as how to do long division with polynomials. So the first thing we gotta look for is basically when dividing polynomials, we're going to be looking at the front digit a lot of the polynomial. And what we need to ask ourselves is x squared times what equals x to the 6th? And the answer to that is x to the 4th. Now after we get this number, we're going to multiply it out to these three terms and subtract it from what's inside the division sign. So x to the 4th times x squared is x to the 6th. X to the 4th times 2x is positive 2x to the 5th. And then x to the 4th times 1 is positive x to the 4th. Okay? And then after that, we're going to subtract everything out. So we got x to the 6th minus x to the 6th, we got 0, and then 2x to the 5th minus 2x to the 5th, that's also 0. And then we got negative x to the 4th minus x to the 4th, so that's negative 2x to the 4th. And then we are going to drop down two placeholders. Since we got two zeros in here, normally you drop down one, but since we got two zeros in here, we're going to drop down two values from what's inside the division sign. And then we have this. And then we're going to repeat again. So we're going to ask ourselves negative 2x to the 4th, x squared times what equals negative 2x to the 4th? And the answer to that is negative 2x squared. And then we're going to multiply it out, negative and subtract it. Negative 2x squared times x squared is negative 2x to the 4th. Negative 2x squared times 2x is negative 4x to the 3rd. And then negative 2x squared times 1 is negative 2x squared. And then negative 2x to the 4th minus negative 2x to the 4th, so plus 2x to the 4th is equal to 0. 3x to the 3rd minus negative 4x to the 3rd, so plus 4x to the 3rd is equal to positive 7x to the 3rd. And then 0x squared minus negative 2x squared, so plus 2x squared is positive 2x squared. Now you'll notice that I have this 0 placeholder here, and the reason for that is because the top part of what we're dividing by, so the top part of the polynomial that we're dividing into, there was no x squared on that term. So basically this problem would be written out like this: x to the 6th plus 2x to the 5th minus x to the 4th plus 3x to the 3rd plus x minus 4. And the 4 kind of ran off there a little bit, and then divide that all by x squared plus 2x plus 1. And this is really what this problem is saying. And we have this placeholder value 0 here because the x squared term is missing from the original function, from this top function here. So whenever you have that top function there, or a term is missing, then you need to replace that term in doing long division with 0 times whatever the power is, x to whatever power is missing. So I will move on. So we're done with that part, so we're going to drop down another term since this one's zeroed out, plus x, and then we're going to ask ourselves the same question: x squared times what equals 7x to the 3rd? And the answer to that is positive 7x. And then we're going to multiply out, so 7x times x squared is equal to positive 7x to the 3rd. And then 7x times 2x is positive 14x squared. And then 7x times 1 is positive 7x. and then we're going to subtract this out. So 7x to the third minus 7x to the third is 0. 2x squared minus 14x squared is negative 12x squared. X minus 7x is negative 6x. And then we're going to drop down this term again, minus 4. And then we're going to ask ourselves the same question again. X squared times what equals negative 12x squared? And the answer to that is negative 12. So negative 12 times x squared is equal to negative 12x squared. And then negative 12 times 2x is negative 24x. And then negative 12 times 1 is negative 12. We'll scroll down a little bit. And then we have negative 12x squared minus negative 12x squared, so plus 12x squared is equal to 0. Negative 6x minus negative 24x, so plus 24x is equal to positive 18x. And then negative 4 minus negative 12, so plus 12 is equal to positive 8. So the answer to our question is, the answer is x to the fourth minus 2x squared plus 7x plus 12. And then the remainder is whatever this part is left. And that's 18x plus 8. And we know that we're done and that we have the remainder because we no longer have an x squared value to plug in up here. We've got it down to a constant, and there's nowhere to go from here because there's no x squared value here in this bottom. So I hope that explained a lot for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys have a great day. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.